Texas Star tx500v. Alright. Normally what happens here is people try and change these without lifting the board, and they short out on the bottom side of the case. So I got to pull this whole section up and this whole section up, flip it over, examine all the traces on the backside, because it'll burn a trace from here up to this switch, then along out the key, and this choke is usually what ends up taking a full brunt of the punishment, and poof, it smokes. The gentleman sent along these extra parts for me. I appreciate that. Don't necessarily know if we're going to use them or not, but we're going to figure out what this thing's got going on with it. Also couldn't help but notice the final combiner is smoked. It's usually caused from a high SWR or popped pills. But I don't see any of the other major indicators for that. The other thing for Texas Stars is usually that the transistors got so hot that they'll cook the flux out around the transistor. I don't see that. So hopefully we still got good pills. That cap needs to be changed. This all needs to be reworked. The board's got to come up and I got to look at the bottom side of it. So, with that being said, let's get started with the show.
Salvation is reserved for those who pass the test. If you survive, an elevated existence awaits. Initiate phase 1. Power up the base cannon.
Alright. So we pulled the board out, and we fixed everything that was busted up on the inside. There's a couple burn traces, and over here in the keying circuit it was shorted out. So I went ahead and I went through and rebuilt that mess. You can't really see it because it's in shadow, but that's all fixed up. Redid the combiner and replaced this. And not a single light on the front of this works, which I don't have replacements for those, but the results speak for itself. I come in here completely non-functional. It's a 66V. Hello, audio. That's keyed right now. And what do I mean is keyed right now? Is this keyed right now? Hello, audio. Left hand corner, 1000 watt slug going forward RMS. Right hand corner, 1000 watt slug peak. Hello, audio. So 30 watts worth of drive. So that being established, 1000 watt slug out. Put the 5 watt slug back in its home position, going in reverse. Output tune match. Hello, audio. Way down there on the bottom as always. Preamp is now functional. Sideband delay. Pardon me, sideband. Keyed. Hello, audio. Unkeyed. And low power. Hello, audio. Just lost 200 watts. Preamp off and variable. Down we go. Oh, I gotta put the variable in line. Down we go. Up we go. That's with 30 watts worth of drive. Let's hook the little Magnum up. We'll go from there. Well, Magnum's hooked up. We're going to hit this with about 80 watts worth of drive. Maxed out, 42879 Zing Class B. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. So it picked up about 75, 80 more watts. There's 20 more watts worth of drive. Operating as advertised. They always sold these with the driver in them as a 667. This is supposed to do 500 watts. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. It's working just fine. Alright, Mr. Truck. She's all fixed up. I'll put the tin on it, send it back home. Bump bump from the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Just repairing and doing my thing, and I got down.